Good morning, I'm Adelina and this is a daily report from our newsroom in Varna. Our first story comes from the 27th meeting of the signatories to the Montreal Protocol, which started yesterday in Dubai. The Montreal Protocol, which was signed in 1987, has been hailed as the most successful environmental agreement ever. In it, countries from around the world agreed to ban the use of chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, which have been found to be the main culprit for the formation of the ozone hole above the Antarctic. At this year's meeting, HFCs and their ban will be at the center of discussion. HFCs were the compounds used to replace chlorofluorocarbons by many countries. However, it has been found that they are very potent greenhouse gas, contributing greatly to global warming. And here to tell us more about the Middle East and their position on greenhouse gas emissions is our colleague Michael Friedlander.
Good morning.
Good morning. So what is your news for today?
Well, in today's Financial Times, there is an interview with the French Environment Minister, and kind of as a footnote, she mentions that she and many other delegations to the COP21 conference have come to the conclusion that it's not a coincidence that 9 out of 12 OPEC countries have not yet submitted their plans for reduction of greenhouse gases. She did express this in a polite way by saying that she was convinced that once one of those OPEC countries will come forward with its targets, the others will follow suit. But in essence, that's what she meant.
And why do you think they're stalling on submitting their greenhouse gas emission targets?
Well, the only logical answer to that is that they were hoping that by doing so, they could sabotage more or less the conference, or in other words, prevent it from reaching a successful outcome.
So do you think they'll be successful in their goal of sabotaging the COP21?
No, I think that's an almost childish target if they had it, because it's very unlikely that the rest of the world will not conclude an agreement. Moreover, it can be expected that pressure on those countries, on those 9 OPEC countries, and the most important of those are Iran, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, and Venezuela. All of them have not submitted their plans, as well as most other OPEC members. That pressure can be expected to be exerted on them, because if they don't cut gases, the other countries would have to cut even more.
Well, thank you so much for your input.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Our second story comes from University of Cambridge, where scientists are one step closer to creating lithium-air batteries, which have been dubbed as the ultimate batteries. Their energy density is 10 times that of lithium-ion batteries, or the batteries we use in our phones, laptops, anything we charge. This energy density of lithium-air batteries makes them equivalent to petroleum, making the move away from fossil fuels much easier. What the scientists did to make this possible is change some fundamental parts of the design of the battery, one of which was putting graphene in the electrodes. Our third and final story comes from University of Maastricht, where a team of scientists were able to develop a new type of meat which is harmless to the animals and eco-friendly. The way they do this is by harvesting live muscle cells from cows, which are then fed and nurtured until they multiply and form a complete tissue. A single sample, the taking of which is not harmful to the animal, can make up to 20,000 tons of beef. This beef is genetically and biologically identical to conventionally produced beef. However, it uses much less water, land, and energy, as well as it emits 80 to 90% less greenhouse gases. To learn more about any of the stories you heard today, please visit us at Eatglobe.com.